Hey guys, welcome to Raven Bear Tarot. This is Maria. So I know it's been a while, but I've been away. I don't know if you remember, but I did mention that I was recovering from a broken hip, but there was like so much underlying stuff that I also had to heal from, and now I'm back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start. I think we're gonna do just the general energy and also maybe some career stuff. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to do each element on its own. So for this one, I'm going to start with the fire signs because I'm drawn to fire for some reason today. Probably because we're in Aries season. But yeah, so let's get started and see what comes up. I've already pre-shuffled, but I'm just going to shuffle once in front of you guys. And we're going to pull some oracle cards and then we'll do a spread. Okay, so give me 2 cards for the fire signs: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Oh, that was too many. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is the overall energy for fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? We have 2 there. Oh, there's one that was flipped over. There it is. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god. I've been getting this card like crazy. It says, I trust the mystery of life. Okay. The rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. Okay. And then let's push this to the side. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on a second, because the camera's, yeah, you guys are good. Okay. And then we have, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of obstacles. All right. My breath is the rhythm of my life. So, when I had got the first card, the I Trust the Mystery of Life, I was getting a lot of messages from the crows and the ravens. They were coming around a lot more, and usually when that starts to happen, it's because they're calling my attention to something in particular that I need to really focus on. And usually when I listen to them, what I try to do is I try to stop and look at my surroundings or what exactly I was thinking about at that moment, or something, you know. Sorry guys, I have the fan on because it's super hot in here. So if you hear it, I'm sorry. A lot of the times it's stuff that I'm not even paying attention to that I need to focus on. Because I have like so many other things like stuck in my head. Which is basically what it is, that it in the message, it's I trust the mystery of life, is that, you know, it really is about going with the flow, but also at the same time, like, looking at the messages and stuff that are coming with it. I'm sorry, I'm channeling. I'm really getting messages for you to really open up to meditation. At least some breathing exercises. Like, I'm really having kind of like a hard time breathing right now. I don't know if you notice, I do have asthma, but usually it's not like this. I'm also getting something about, you might be getting a message or something that's going to kind of take your breath away. And it could be shocking, or like something you were just not expecting. I don't think it's anything negative, but it's just something you were not expecting, and it's sort of like, whoa. So they're kind of telling me, you know, to just pay attention to your surroundings. You know, maybe there's something that's trying to warn you or tell you of something to come, so that you can meditate and really focus on that and focus your energies into being calm and receptive to the energy. Because there are some things that are going to come up. So let me pull some tarot. tarot for fire signs. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get some messages for the general energy. Spirits, guardians, ancestors. Whoa, that one like just shot out. Sorry, I'm a little perfectionistic. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Angels, guardians, ancestors of the highest good, please come to me. And let's get some messages today for the fire signs. Yeah. Yeah, it's really showing me you guys are not paying attention to your surroundings. There's like, it feels like Spirit's been trying to get a hold of you, but it's like you're not, you got the do not disturb sign on, you know? I keep hearing the word aloof. Like literally in this card, the universe is trying to offer you a cup, and you've been ignoring it, but you're no longer going to ignore it. There's a message of love coming in about equal give and take and balance. Now, this could be like in career, it could be in friendships or anything. But I'm seeing that you're putting down your defenses and you want a transformation. Yeah, something wasn't working for you in the past. Something just wasn't working out in the past for you. And you really want to transform that. I'm hearing new beginnings, but afraid of the new beginnings. King of Swords, somebody with somebody who is very cold-hearted, sharp-tongued. Bottom of the deck. Ten of Wands. Okay, give me a second because I'm channeling. So fire signs, to me it looks like there was somebody, you were ignoring signs of somebody asking for equal give and take and reciprocation in a partnership, a friendship, a workmanship, you know, at work or something, some sort of a relationship with a person. Could have been an air sign or a water sign, possibly a Scorpio or an Aries, a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. There's some things that you were not paying attention to what this person was trying to tell you. And there were messages coming in that you were kind of dropping the ball somewhere here. But I feel like the energy's telling you right now is that you really do want to put an end to that. It almost seems to me like you guys were just in your own head, not paying attention to what was going on around you, and somebody was trying to get your attention, and they just and you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball, and you admit it. You were not putting in the work. You were a little bit defensive. You no longer want to be defensive. You want to come out of this judgment. You don't want to be, you know, in a bad place no more. I feel like you're offering this small cup of love and be like, you know what, I see what I did wrong, or let me listen to you, let me pay attention to your words, you know, tell me what's upset, you know, tell me how I can improve to help you better. I think that's the whole thing that you need to come to this person is, you know, I'm sorry that I did not see what you were trying to tell me, but how can I help improve the situation? What actions can I personally take in order to get you out of this King of Swords energy? Because the King of Swords is like an asshole, okay? He's like very sharp tongued. gives no fucks, says what he's gonna say. He doesn't care about your feelings, doesn't care about anything. You know, sometimes they could be like, you know, not a liar, but I want to say like, you know, they stretch the truth or they over exaggerate because of their insecurities or their triggerings or whatever. This person was seriously considering not having a leap of faith with you anymore. They were really considering just walking away from the whole situation. But I think that now your instincts have told you there's something going on. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, there's something behind the scenes that I'm not seeing. Let me try to get out of this. Let me put down my defenses and let me try to take a step towards this person. I think that that's what the general energy is right now. Really taking a look at your own self, your own steps, how you've been behaving. Perhaps you haven't been listening, haven't been sensitive, kind of aloof and in your own world. And this person has been really trying to reach out to you and get you to see things from their perspective. I know that we're not all easy to live with. We all have our hang-ups. We all have our own social conditionings that we've grown up with the environments and our childhood issues that we have, which can hinder our ability to comprehend and understand other people. Like, I think that in this day and age right now, we really need to learn to hold space for each other, to not take everything so personally. We're all open for improvement. I mean, none of us are like, you know, Barbie dolls perfectly out of the box, okay? If that was the case, I wouldn't be doing tarot. But I think what really needs to be said is that we can all benefit from humbling ourselves and showing grace to the other person. I was in an argument, or I'm going to tell you guys a little personal. I was in an argument recently with my son. He is autistic. He does have some hard times with communication. We kind of got into like a disagreement, and he started yelling at me. Now, normally, my reaction, because I have a Sagittarius moon, is to start screaming back. But literally, I had to take myself out of what was happening, and I heard my guides in my head say, don't look at his anger, pay attention to the words. And I think that's the hardest thing to do, is to come out of your own head and really focus on, why is this person feeling this way? They're feeling this way because their boundaries have been crossed, they're not being heard, and they just want reciprocation. They want validation of their experiences. Whether it's an experience from something that you did intentionally or unintentionally, we must take personal responsibility for our actions, whether they were innocent or malicious. We need to take responsibility, and I think that's what this is asking. You are finally seeing that there are some things that are going on that you need to take personal responsibility for your actions that have made this other person feel unheard and not validated. So, and I think you're coming out of that, which is really, really good, and I'm super stoked for you guys. So that's a good thing. All right, so that was the general energy. Let me pull some for your career. Let's see what's going on money-wise. Money. All right. Spirits, guardians, ancestors. Let's get some cards for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get a few cards for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I keep hearing, stop being stubborn. Get out of your own pride and ego. That's all I keep hearing, pride and ego. Okay. Okay. We have the strategist. Ruled by Mars, every vision has a plan. High achieving, productive, calculating, passionate, decisive, ambitious, enthusiastic, systematic, competitive, active, tactical, goal orienting, persistent, and gritty. The next card is the King. There you are, Leo. Ruled by the sun. I powerfully lead my mission. And then under the deck we have the Leader. Oh, this is like sorry, Aries and Sagittarius. A lot of Leo energy in here. I lead from the heart. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a few tarot for that. Spirits, guardians, ancestors, all of the highest good. But not the whole book. Please give me some cards for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ah, oh my god, I always do that. Sorry guys, hold on. Like half the deck flew out. Ah. Wait, let me get these out. Let me push this back a little. These cards are a little big. Are some of my fire signs, I think you guys are planning to leave a situation at your career, a change in direction maybe. Somebody wanting to quit corporate America, maybe go to entrepreneurship, or perhaps change in direction or taking up a more leadership stance in what you're doing. Yeah, why not do like this so I can fit them all in. I think you guys are leaving a situation to maybe go out on your own. And you're taking people with you. Yeah. Okay. So the good thing about this is that you are making a plan, obviously. You're looking to go into like a more leadership area. It's basically saying, okay, you need to do what's right for you. Okay, you have all the wisdom within you. What I always tell people, okay, because I literally left my job of 18 years. I was doing taxes for a big, well-known tax company that I cannot stand anymore. And I really thought that that was the best that I can do. And throughout this healing process, I've come to the realization that if I leave that company, they get to keep all the clientele and everything like that. But you know what they don't get to keep? They don't get to keep my expertise. They don't get to keep my knowledge. They don't get to keep my skills. They don't get to keep how fast I learn things, how well I'm a mentor. They don't get to keep me. And the moment that I left, I didn't realize how important I actually was to the company until the clients and everybody were devastated that I was gone. But then I go and I find this other job, right? And I'm an office assistant to to the office manager in a dental office. And I'm so used to not getting praised for my skills. It's just something that I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, that company really made me feel mediocre and that I was easily replaceable. And I believed it. Like, literally, I think corporations gaslight people into really believing that they aren't shit. When in reality, they're the ones that need us. We don't need them. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you are the prize. Like, you have all the knowledge, you have all the wisdom, you have all the experience. You've made the mistakes. You've learned from those mistakes. You've grown. You've, acquired knowledge and expertise that other people didn't bother even doing. You are the prize. And this is the wisdom and the awareness that you're coming into alignment with. Staying in that other job is giving you heartache and loss. I feel so exhausted right now, and I feel so frustrated. Like, I'm literally feeling like, why the fuck am I still here? Like, I feel the way that I felt when I was like sitting at the desk, so stressed out, working to the bone, making only $16 an hour at a job that I had been there for 18 years. It was ridiculous. Like, why was I doing that? For what? I was not moving forward. I wasn't going ahead. And every time I tried to go ahead, I was told I wasn't qualified, or I wasn't this, or I wasn't that. There was always something else. But I go to a new company, and guess what? I'm everything that they ever wanted. Like, I turned down this position twice. And the third time that they came back, they were like, we really want you. You are a perfect fit for our office. I need you. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. And I've been so happy there. And it is the best decision I ever made, because I'm being seen for my work for the first time. I took that position, the leader position, and I said, fuck this shit. I'm going out and I'm doing something different. I'm going to do something that I enjoy doing, that I love, with people that I'm not in competition with. These people are so great. I freaking love where I work now. Anyways, enough about me. It's asking you to take that leadership position. I powerfully lead my mission because you are the leader. You need to embody that Leo energy. And because we have so much Leo energy on the table, I really feel that whatever strategy you're doing right now, you're making your plan right now, it will be in full fruition, most likely by Leo season, because that's what I'm saying. Leo season is the last of July and the beginning of August. Okay, so I'm guessing by the end of July and the beginning of August, whatever strategy you're planting right now, the little seed that you're planting, is going to bloom, it's going to grow by Leo season. You're going to leave behind all this heartache and loss. You're leaving behind the deception and the envy, the fucking coworkers who are like nice to your face and stuff, and then they talk shit about you behind your back. Those people, we're leaving all that shit behind. We are in no competition with nobody but ourselves, okay? Because why? Because we stay on our own motherfucking lane, all right? We're going to work on ourselves. And if, you know what? And if anybody wants to come with you, and if they feel the exact same way you do, and they're tired of this shit too, take them with you. If the two of you can join forces and combine your skills and make something that the two of you have already been doing and transform it into something wonderful. I mean, what's wrong with that? That's magic. That's manifestation. That's taking control of your life and saying enough is enough. I will no longer work for mere pennies and then get spat in the face, however you say it, okay? It is telling me you do need to work on your sacral and solar plexus energy. The sacral chakra is over here by your genitals, okay? So, sexual energy is a very potent manifesting energy, okay? If you have a partner, ask for consent first. If you guys can use maybe your sexual energy, your orgasms, to maybe throw in a little zest, a little zhuzh into your manifestation, get that going. Or even better, if you're not with anybody, and you want to become you want to be celibate, kind of like a fasting, you can do that too. Use all that pent up sexual energy and put it towards your manifestations and even your orgasm from masturbation. Okay, I know we're getting a little bit in there, but okay. Anyway, it's telling you to really work on your sacral energy. Actually, your sacral energy is also where your passion comes from. Okay, so your passion for your work, your passion for your life, your zest for life. Okay, just be your fiery self. Okay, but don't burn anybody. All right, just calm down a little bit, but just be your wonderful, fiery, bubbly self that we all freaking love in fire signs. Okay. Another thing is to work on your solar plexus. You're going to want to work on the gut instinct, okay? If something doesn't feel right, if it doesn't sit right, you know what? It is perfectly fine to tell somebody, you know what? I'm going to need some time to think about that. And really go and actually think about it. Write down all the pros, write down all the cons, and see what works best for you, okay? I know that you need to you need to compromise on some things, but there are some things that you don't have to compromise anymore. When you're in your own leadership role, there are things that you don't have to compromise on. I'm sorry, like your integrity or your boundaries or or your availability. These are things that are not compromisable. Okay, but follow your gut instinct. If something feels good, but you're kind of like, oh, I'm not sure, think about it, and then express to the other person, you know what, I'm not sure about this. I do want to take a leap of faith, but I'm just letting you know that I'm not 100% on it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself and what you want in the moment. Okay, if you do all this, I do see a lot of fulfillment and wishes, but don't let your insecurities hang you up for too long. We all get to a point where it's like we don't see our manifestations happening. We're like putting in all this work and we're just like, why isn't it working? Right when you get to that point where you're about to give up, keep going, because that is the moment that the walls are going to break down. Okay, so also have patience with yourself, have humbleness with yourself, forgiveness for yourself, and just grace. Give yourself love and grace, because this is a learning process. Okay, none of us are perfect. Like I said, if we were Barbie or Ken, I wouldn't be reading tarot. Okay, so that was your career. What I'm going to start is I'm going to do empowering questions of the day. If you want to start a journal, just go to the Dollar Tree, get you one of those composition notebooks or something, or get yourself a nice little journal. For the week, I want you to contemplate about this message that just popped out, okay? Write about it in your journal. Really ask yourself, how have I become me? What am I like? Interesting. I'm gonna have a really, oh man, the things I could write about myself. Anyway, I hear my best friend in my head, like just laughing along with me. Anyway, hi Bianca. So yeah, get your journal. Ask yourself, how have I become me and what am I like? Ooh, you know what? This will also help with the 2 readings, the personal reading. How have you become yourself? What did you learn maybe from your childhood that could cause you to maybe have like a miscommunications, stuff like that. Maybe, just being a little bit too self-absorbed and not really looking at the bigger picture outside. Like I tell my kids, because their brains haven't fully developed, their eyes are rolled to the back of their head and only focused on themselves, or they can't see past their own nose. It's natural for us to get so engulfed in what we're doing and what's in our head that we forget that sometimes there's other people around. So, and I speak this from experience, no judgment whatsoever. Like I said, I have a Sagittarius moon, and I have a Leo Jupiter and a Leo Mercury, so I get it. I get it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me on Raven Bear Tarot. I look forward to getting these readings up and running. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me, and peace. Love you guys.